everybody, and welcome. I'm Debbie with Debbie's Stamping Creations, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'm here today to show you how to make a card. This is the Reflected in Nature stamp set, and I had posted this card a while back on my blog and had several people ask for a video on how to actually stamp the reflection here. So this is the card we're going to be doing today. The stamp set does come from our mini catalog, which is good through December. Also for the next week or so, 10 days, we're still in celebrations. So for every $50 or $100 that you spend, you get to choose from the items in the celebrations catalog, and that is free with purchase. They are currently out of the bedazzling paper, which was a $50, and it is beautiful paper. That's probably why it went so quickly. However, everything else in here is still available at this time. So when you place your order, you get to choose one of those. Also, when you go to my website and place your order using September code, then you will also receive not just your celebrations, but a thank you from me with a special embellishment in there. So that is that. Let me get started. I'm going to show you how to do this card. Now, to start with, I got the basic black card base. I then cut a piece of designer series paper, 5 1/4 by 4, so it's a top layer. This paper's a really cool paper. This comes from the annual catalog, and it is a hostess reward. So you get, this is a huge pack too, because packs of paper don't usually have that many sheets. This has 48 sheets. You get 4 each of 12 designs, and you can see the bright, beautiful colors on the front. And when you turn the paper over, you have all these black and white patterns. And we love black and white cards. We love to be able to have that black and white layer accented on many different cards. So this is a really good pack of paper. If you're interested in that, let me know. Okay, for the next piece, this is the black layer that's going to go underneath of our cabin, and that is 3 1/4 inches by 3 inches. All these measurements will also be in the comments or in the description below, and it's on my blog if you'd like to go look there. For the words down below, as you can see, I've already done that. This is using our stitched rectangles dies, and I used 2 of the different dies out of there. These are wonderful things to have with the stitched, with the rectangle dies or the circles, the layering ones, because then you can get perfect measured layers without having to measure and cut it out. I also have a piece of white that I'm going to stamp my cabin on. I fussy cut that out once I stamp it, so it doesn't matter what size white you use. And then I have an inside piece for my card, because the black cardstock, of course, you can't write on. So this layer on the inside is 5 1/4 by 4, because our card base, the standard card base, is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. So we'll get started here. I'm going to show you how to do the cabin portion of the Reflected in Nature stamp set. And I've seen some other people do it in different ways. This is just how I did it, and I wanted to share it with you. So we're going to start. Let's get our card stock on here. This Stamparatus is an amazing tool. Not only can you use it, like if you're stamping multiple of a card and you need to do a lot of different ones, it's great for that. But also for something like this, whereas I want 2 different colors on my stamp, it's positioned and the magnets hold your paper in place, so you don't have to worry about it moving or shifting. So I started with the Smoky Slate, which is a gray, And I did the bottom portion, which actually here is the top portion, in the smoky slate. And it doesn't really matter if you overlap a little bit with the smoky slate, because we're going to do the black on the top. So we do this. And the good thing about the Stamparatus, if portions of it didn't come out, we can always go back and do it. But it looks like it came out pretty good. So now we're going to wipe that off. And we're going to do the top portion in the stamp in our tuxedo black, Memento Tuxedo Black. So now we've got to do the top portion. Make sure you've got it covered good. You don't want to go too far down because you don't want it on the part that you've already done. So looks like we've got that good. Now you see when I stamp it, it's going to line up perfectly because the Stamparatus has got the stamp in place. Now I can do just, I think I'm going to do it again because I want the detail to show up really well. And there you have it. See how you have the dark on the top and the reflection in the water below. So now we're going to take that and we are going to fussy cut it out with our scissors. And then our card's almost ready to put together. Get this out of the way. And you can see there's like a little ripple around it. So what I did when I was cutting it out, I just followed it and I gave it just a tad bit of the white layer around it so that it's like almost framed. When you're fussy cutting, it's called fussy cutting. It's not anything fancy. You don't have to worry about being exactly right. It's just a way to get it out and have it on your card with just that little bit of edging. Okay, so there's our layer. Let me bring back in our other pieces here. We're starting with our card base. We're going to attach our top layer. And to do this, you just line it up so that it's about even all around all edges. We're going to take our cabin and we're going to attach it to the piece of black that we had cut for it. There you go. Now we have our bottom piece here. We'll layer that. I'm going to go ahead and fasten this down on the front of the card. Position it just up towards the top. It's kind of easy to line up on here with the lines on the plaid pattern. We'll go ahead and get this put on. Then we have our inside piece. So you can write your message. And there you have it. The measurements and everything will be in the description below. There will also be a link to my website. And remember, we've got about a week left of celebrations, so you can get your order put in. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe below so that you get notified every time I put a video on. Thank you.